Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and as you can see, today I've got the Challenger here in this home. This would be an ideal situation for using this particular machine. If I didn't have it, I might have. This is a townhouse, and not very much square feet up here. I think it's like 285 or so square feet in total for the 2 bedrooms and the little hallway. And then I've got 2 flights of steps. So this is a scenario where I might have brought in the Oric and used that instead of bringing in the rotary just to do this small area. I got to come up steps up to the front door of the townhouse and then flight of steps up to the up to here. So I have the Challenger, which I picked up a few days ago, and I thought, well, if I was going to use it for carpet cleaning at all, this is a scenario where I would put it to use, probably, sometimes, not always. But anyway, I actually ran it yesterday and it worked fine. And if you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that I had upgraded the pad driver, and here's the pad driver. This is actually for a Vibe or an Orbot, and I did a video a couple of days ago where I showed how I put that on there. Very easy, simple. Just use the race for the Vibe, put it on in place of the race for this machine, and I was able to just attach the screws, and away we go. We got a plastic pad driver with a changeable, very easily changeable Velcro driver that is used for the Vibe or the Orbot. This is actually an older one, but I never used it. And anyway, I think that is a good upgrade for this machine. I think they should have done something like that a long time ago, but they have that plywood one, which I was not impressed with. But anyway, this carpet overall is actually pretty clean. I only saw, I think, 1 or 2 very small spots, and that was about it. I think it's around about 5 years old. It's a polyester, quite worn in the traffic areas, but no visible soiling to speak of, other than a PP mark that was here, which I've pre-treated already with ClO2. And anyway, we're going to clean some carpet here. I have a small glider under the pad, about a 6-inch glider, and that helps to make it easier to move, although it is fighting me. It wants to go to the right a little bit. That's one of the things about the LP is on certain carpets, you'll get the carpet pile will be kind of leaning one way or the other, and the machine will want to go as it were downhill, you could say. But not really that hard on this carpet. The one I was doing yesterday was much more obvious. It was a Berber style. There's a fair amount of pooling and shading on this carpet. I pre-sprayed with Omega Citrus. There's also ClO2 in the mix. It's actually my normal stair mix I used. And of course, this machine is doing about 1,725 cleaning passes per minute in a random orbiting motion. And it does have the advantage, being a wheels up, of being able to go left and right easily, or easier certainly than a wheels down machine. It weighs 66 pounds, but when I'm walking up the stairs with it, I do feel that weight. 66 pounds on one arm is, because the motor, you're holding the motor, say, the motor side with your right arm, you feel it. That's a fair amount of weight still. Certainly a lot more than the Oric. But it's going to give you a little more cleaning power than the Oric, I would guess. those of you who don't know, I actually, if you haven't seen the previous couple of videos about this, I actually, this thing came up on Marketplace a few days back, and with 40 pads for $1,000, and I couldn't say no. In Canada, well, it's $2,500 on the website, Challenger website, and by the time I got it, if I was to buy a new one, it would be about, well, probably over $3,500. So this is a good deal. It doesn't have many hours on it, but that bearing is a little dry. I'll be changing that out. It's a pretty simple machine, not much to it really. Motor on a stick. For a person, if you wanted to, be focused on residential, this is a good option. I prefer rotaries myself, but this would be a fine option. There's other wheels up machines made by Trinity, TRS. They have a couple of different models. This is a Challenger, so you can find out more about the Challenger at challenger.com. I don't sell them. I don't gain anything. I'm just letting you know. Now, in case you're wondering, I am actually running with a two-way pad under this machine. I chose the two-way pad for this carpet because there's no visible soiling. If it was obviously soiled, I'd go to a more aggressive and absorbent pad than this one, but this one's going to be fine for this. One of the things I noticed about it when I was using it yesterday was, and I knew this, is that the motion of going forward and back, which I'm doing right now, that is entirely up to the operator using all your muscle power, whereas with a rotary, there's very, very little effort required to move it, well, right and left. You just slightly get the handle up and down, and to go forward, you would just literally step forward and step back. It's easier. You don't feel the weight of the machine when it's running. Whereas this, I do feel that weight, the 66 pounds plus resistance on the carpet. It's not bad, but this is a more physically demanding machine. There's more, like when I'm moving over, I'm trying to get it to go to the right, but I'm actually taking some effort to get there. I'm pushing on the handle there, you can see. But it's a good machine. Definitely has its place. This person could certainly run a business completely using this machine. I wouldn't recommend using it for much in the way of commercial. If you're doing condo hallways or whatever, that's where you're going to really, well, you can do it, but it would take more effort and energy, particularly for such a long haul of cleaning for hours at a time straight because of the large feet and all. But yeah, I've done condo hallways way back when with my Clark FM13 when I first began, and it can be done. It just takes you more time, and if you have the time, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move that wire and move back across there, and then we'll take a look. It's looking really good, isn't it? When I used to use my, I do have a wheels up OP, an Orbitech And before I started making videos, I used it for a year or two. Really explored the potential of it, and then went away from that, obviously. But and that was before we had all the options for pads that we do now. But at the time, I found that the pad that I usually was using was two-way pads, which is what's on here now. Often the green stripe one, which was, I think the thin ones were available initially, which is what this is. But this works fine, at least as far as the carpet is not too soiled anyway. They do work fine. Okay. There was a peepee right here, which I cannot see any longer. Do this landing again. Look at the color difference here. Partly because the pile is standing up. This does lift the pile quite nicely. Let's have a look. Not too bad. Ooh. Okay. So I'll let you go. Thank you for watching and have a good day.